Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kylie Ray, and if you guys are new here, then this is a little bit different of a video than I normally do, and if you guys are returning, you guys will know that this is a little bit different. For one, I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I'm sending love your way. But before I kind of get into the video, I want to be honest 100%. I've never done a video like this. I've never thought I would have to do a video about this. For this last week, honestly, went back and forth if I should even do a video like this. I really didn't know what was right or what was wrong. After giving it a lot of thought, I came to the realization that I feel I need to make a video like this. I have been given a platform with a lot of people that follow me and look up to me, and I think that it's really important to use that platform for the greater good and spreading awareness, to spread kindness. So if I get a little uncomfortable, I'm sorry. And this stuff isn't even easy for me to talk about. I don't know if you guys have kind of watched the news lately. I grew up in a small town called Thousand Oaks, technically Newbury Park, which is like a smaller town within Thousand Oaks. It is in Southern California. We are a very small community. Pretty much everyone knows everyone or someone from their family, you know, and it's like a tight-knit community, which I love. Last week, we had a horrific incident that happened in one of the bars in Newbury Park, or Thousand Oaks. I don't want to get too much into detail. A guy came in and took a lot of lives. Such a horrible, horrible, horrible act of violence. Like I can't even begin to wrap my head around it. I guess the reason why I'm bringing it up is because this channel is all about, you know, spreading love and kindness and being who you are, and I really want to emphasize, you know, spreading love and spreading kindness to people. And even though what he did was unaccountable, like I can't even, like I have no words, because it honestly disgusts me inside that there's humans out there that can do such a thing. But I think if we can learn one thing from this, you guys, is that everyone is battling something. And I think that mental health is something that I want to touch base on in this part, is that like everyone is going through something. Like, spread love, spread kindness. If you see someone walking down the street and they look like they're having a bad day, say hello. Be like, hey, how are you? You know, like the smallest of things matter, and I think that we can all be better. I think another thing too, guys, is like, you never think that it's gonna happen to you, like ever. And like, here I am, I grew up in Thousand Oaks, one of the in the top 3 safest cities in the country, and this happened. You know, like you never think that it's gonna happen to you. I think the craziest thing too is that like, this guy went to my high school. He was 2 grades older than me, and he actually went to my high school. And I read articles that he had PTSD and he was bullied and whatever it is. So if you guys are in high school or you're in middle school or at a job and like anyone gives you or like bullies you, like be kind. Like give them kindness back. And if you're a bully, like stop. Like there's no point. Like there's really no point than bringing other people down. And if you are out there and you're watching this and you have anything, like any mental health issues, you know, like there's so many people you can talk to. And I think that getting a foundation and a support system is major, you know, whether it be your mom, your dad, your best friend, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, you know, anyone. Like, talk to people, because people are there to listen to you. Like 100% people are there to listen to you. You already had this insane incident happen, and like horrific thing happened, and then following the next day all these fires started breaking out. I thought it was very touching that in such a small community there was a lot of blood that was needed for people that had gotten shot and were still alive. My sister and I wanted to go down and give blood, and we were actually turned away because of how many people showed up to donate blood. They only expected like 20 people to show up, and thousands of people showed up. I loved hearing that. Like, even though I couldn't give blood, it was such a cool thing for them to tell me that they needed to turn me away because too many people have showed up. Not only that, but the next day there's just fires everywhere. The fire was probably like a block away from our house. They were trying to evacuate the street above my mom and dad. Luckily for my dad and my mom, the wind started blowing the fires the other way, so our house was fine, but it started blowing all the way down into Malibu. Pretty much wiped out like all of Malibu. Because I couldn't donate blood with my sister, we wanted to find a way where we could help in any way, shape, or form. And so Mark and I had gone to Costco. We got a bunch of waters and supplies and foods, and we brought them to the fire station, gave it to the firefighters. And again, like when we showed up, tons of waters, like tons of snacks, tons of foods. And I just thought it was so cool to see like everyone give back. Next day, more and more of Malibu was starting to burn, and so Taylor's dad lives in Malibu, and we were like, okay, we need to help in any way we possibly can. So we got up super early. We got all of the supplies we possibly could think of, to waters, to tampons, to beers, anything that you would possibly need if you were stuck at home. And we didn't really have a plan, and we rented a truck and we headed down to Malibu.
Rescuing with my dad looks like a lot of stopping, checking up on people. So far, so good.
We didn't really have a plan, but that was fine. We were gonna figure it out, and we drove down to Malibu. We had our first stop on the road. They wouldn't let us through. Luckily, because Taylor's dad lives in Malibu, we were able to find a back road that kind of was hidden, not a lot of people know, and make our way into Malibu. Once we were in Malibu, we picked up Taylor's dad. He knows a lot of people in Malibu, so we kind of started going to all the people that he knows and checking up on them and making sure their house was okay, or if they needed anything. We had tons of supplies. And then we went to one of the relief centers, and they had like an insane amount of supplies. And again, I can't even like it was such an incredible feeling. Not only talking about being nice or talking about spreading kindness, like it had actually been an action. People were doing this. They weren't just talking about it. Like people wanted to help. And regardless of their houses getting burnt down or them knowing someone's house that got burnt down, like they were there to help other people. After we had gone to one of the relief centers, we kind of continued to drive around and just see if there was anyone in houses that we could help, give them water, anything that they needed. And it was honestly like a really devastating day, but such a rewarding feeling going down there and seeing how hopeful people were. And again, like Malibu is such a tight community, such a small community, and all they wanted to do was help people. There was 2 places that were open for business. When we were in the liquor store, anytime like a cop came in or a firefighter came in, they were giving them free drinks, whatever they needed. It was on the house, or there was someone down the street that was cooking burgers, and if you wanted to come by, you can grab free food. There was other little places that was giving away free food from this time to this time. It was truly an incredible feeling. And if you guys could take anything away from this video, it's, you know, make people smile, give back. Like, you can talk about all this stuff all you want. And even for me on my channel, and I think that that's why I wanted to talk about it, is that like, I want to spread kindness and positivity, but it's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to actually do it. Spread kindness wherever you can. Like, be the light on people's lives. Like, live in love. Always. Always forgive. You know, like, just give back. Like, be better. Like, just put all of those together. Never think that it can't happen to you, because it can happen to anybody. Whether it be the first incident that I talked about or the second, be prepared for, you know, any evacuation. And a lot of people had to leave so quickly that they weren't able to grab their animals. We were very fortunate to have a lot of people going into Malibu and rescuing all of the animals that they could possibly get. I know that this is such a different video than I normally make, but again, I just felt like it was a very much needed discussion, and if there's any way that I can help in any way possible, like, please let me know. I have included some links in the description for a couple people that I know that have lost their home, There's a Malibu link just in general for all the people that have been affected in Malibu. There's a Borderline Bar and Grill GoFundMe link. It will help any of the people that were affected by these tragedies. If you can't, that's totally fine. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm gonna sign out there and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Love you.